Welcome, everyone, to another online Tecmo Super Bowl tournament by GBLAN. Today we have a match between the Los Angeles Rams, played by NMUFred, and QB Lions is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a very interesting matchup. What we see here is the high-powered offense, mainly in the receiving area of the game and the quarterback play, with the Rams against that superior secondary of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers featuring Wayne Haddix, but a lackluster front seven on the back end of the Buccaneers. And then we also see a very poor defense with only a couple decent players on the Rams defense, Humphreys and Green, which really opens up the entire playbook. Oftentimes when you see matchups against the Buccaneers, running the ball is very difficult because of the poor offensive line play of the Buccaneers, which forces Vinny Testaverde to scramble. And normally you see a lot of running with Vinny. But in this game, really the whole playbook is available to you. And the risk management against a Wayne Haddix with your receivers will definitely come into play. Buford McGee with a great run. Haddix gets gobbled up out of the play, gets some decent yardage, but can't quite break away from the pack. Going with Buford McGee is the safer choice versus like a Cleveland Gary, who is more likely to drop the ball on the ground with a fumble. I believe it's a 38 ball control stat for him versus a typical 50 with most of your running backs out there. Third down, run one does not lead to a whole lot there. We've got third down and 4 coming up, pro set formation. This time, it looks like he's looking at a potential linebacker to use on defense is QBLions. Takes Murphy and is actually able to break through the line. That is the weakness of the pro set sweeps, is that there's usually a gap in the middle, and he's able to do some damage here. Haddix breaks away from the blocker, but not before McGee gets the first down. First down for NMUFred. Pass-through formation. Safe throw underneath. Doesn't want to test Haddix and his INT capability. First down for NMUFred goes to run 3. Does not get that blocker help to get Wayne Haddix off. So Wayne Haddix comes all the way down and limits that run 3 to a 2-yard gain. And if you can get away with that, unbelievable sequence here. We have a play action pass. Wayne Haddix looks like he's in the zone where he could be doing a jump interception. Does not even make the attempt. It goes over his head. Henry Ellard with the touchdown. A lot of risk reward with a play action play like that. The risk is that you do lose control of your quarterback as he makes the handoff animation. If you're able to get any defenders through, you can engage and dive tackle the ball carrier, which sometimes can lead to a fumble. In that situation, Haddix gets sucked up, and Henry Ellard is open over the top just barely, and we have the touchdown. Really thought we might see, at the very least, a jumping deflection from Haddix in that position. So, NMUFred goes down the field and gets a touchdown. Nice drive by him. Return. Got yourselves a first down here in Rams territory. Gary Anderson, a very good running back, and is actually able to get some decent blocking. Takes the play all the way to the end zone, and just like that, we have ourselves a tie game pending the extra point. Against a defense that's as paltry as the Los Angeles Rams, the complexion of this matchup completely changes. Again, the entire playbook really is open as long as you can account for Kevin Green. And kickoff to Holohan. We'll close out the first quarter. We're all tied up here. I do like the playbook that's been selected here. It's going to put stress on Haddix. Good delivery there. Henry Ellard wisely gets out of bounds. as good as the Rams' offense is, you still have to take great care with Haddix on the field, and the other defenders are no slouches either. So when you throw it up to them, if they're covered, there is a reasonable risk of interception. This time he takes Haddix, goes through the gap in the middle of the line. I think running play 2 there, sweep down, is not going to be effective for NMUFred in this game unless Haddix accidentally bumps into a lineman there. Everett calls his own number. Never a great option when you're playing with those receivers. NMUFred going a little conservative here and punting the ball away. Showed no real signs of being able to slow down that offense. It was a pretty quick scoring situation, but at this stage in the game, he's going to go ahead and send it back. And with this defense, we'll see how he can function. He's got Kevin Green. Looks like a pass. One is called, and you're going to see this all day long from Vinny Testaverde on this end of the field. Send the receivers as deep as you can. Send the man defender with you, and then run underneath. He starts in his standard condition at 31 maximum speed, which is really only second to a QB Eagle. So as running quarterbacks go, he is top-notch. He has really good pass control, and his passing speed is slow. So throwing JJs up to players like Mark Carrier, very effective at doing that. So Vinny, really a decent quarterback. When you start to get into this tier, there are definitely better quarterbacks out there, like let's say, literally on the other side of the field here. You've got Everett, who can really get the ball to those receivers, has high pass control. But with the running factor and how man versus man games work out, it puts Testaverde in a whole another category. And he really is the offense when you think about it. You've got him, you've got Gary Anderson, and you've got Mark Carrier leading the charge. Ron Hall is okay at tight end. Get the job done for you, but he's not a stellar player by any means. And Testaverde gets gobbled up there. It looks like he had a couple options in the middle of the field. I don't know if there was some lag there. He definitely had either an opportunity to close the distance on how much yards he needed on the ground, but he was hanging out back there and couldn't advance the ball. So punts the ball back, and looks like punting the ball was the right decision there for NMUFred. It worked out. He has a chance to close out the half potentially with some points. Goes for a running play. Oh, it's a play action. He fooled even me. That play has been working out pretty well for him. Gets a little bit closer. He needs one more completion to get a field goal attempt. And it's got to be pretty far down the field. Lansford has nothing to write home about. The high statistical play here is to throw the ball up, and I don't think Holohan's the guy you want to go to in that situation. He's not fast enough to break away from those man defenders, and I know that NMU is not known for tapping. So really wasted opportunity there. Going down to wide receiver 2 on that play call is the right choice. So we'll see how if that plays out here. A lot of times you can get a covered catch in the end zone, and against the secondary, that's the time you want to take that throw. So, all right. So we start the second half, and Cobb with another good return, looks like, and really getting away here at the second big return of the half. Cobb getting it done for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and QB Lions. I got to tell you, that confuses me every time I call a team name and then the player's name has a completely different team name in it. Thanks for throwing me off. Really appreciate you, QB Lions, for doing that. Jeff Carlson, don't think about him. I don't care if he's bad. You keep Vinny in the game. If you're up 3 touchdowns and you're having a good time with a friend, that's one time to do it, but you leave Vinny in the game. He's still at 25 maximum speed. Run up to the top there with Anderson. Doesn't yield a whole lot. And this is a great play for Vinny. Unfortunately, can't get that extra yard he needs. The one thing with doing the QB sneak at that point, Vinny is now, I believe quarterbacks, if I understand correctly, have a 44 standard ball control stat. So now he's down to 38 ball control, just like Cleveland Gary would be at his normal condition. So definitely risky to be running around with the quarterback and not getting out of bounds. So when you're in the middle of the field there, that's definitely a risk. So didn't really seem to matter there as we have a touchdown pass from Vinny Testaverde. He goes up 7 points, 14-7. And again, really, with the exception of that passing situation there, we have ourselves a 14-7 game. We'll see if NMU can do anything with this possession. Sticks with McGee and run 3. Having some success there with that play. Again, we've kind of discussed the run 2 is not effective against this playbook.